Hello and a very warm welcome to today's live stream. And what I'd like to share with you today is how you become wildly successful in your business, because I know if you're watching this, that's exactly what you want to do. So let's talk about real life. That's really funny. I always get a notification on my watch that I'm live. It's like, I know that I'm live. I'm here. So I know that for many female entrepreneurs, we come into our businesses because of many different reasons. So we start our businesses because we get absolutely fed up working for somebody else, that we get brave and we decide to follow our heart and listen to that thing that's been bubbling away deep inside us for a long time. Or you've retrained and you're full of passion and excitement about your business and you decide that this is the time to go forward and share it with other people. You may have started your business because you got to a crossroads in your career. Perhaps you were on maternity leave, or you were facing redundancy or restructure of your organisation, and it actually made you pause and think, well, actually, do I want to go forward in this organisation or this career? And for lots of women, they start their business because they want to be more available for their families, which is absolutely amazing. So if this is resonating with you, come and share the reasons why you started your business. So we start our businesses with lots of excitement, lots of passion, lots of hopes, lots of dreams. And in particular, it looks so easy, doesn't it? It looks so easy to just get online and start talking about the thing that you've got and then get a load of clients. And unfortunately, it is not that simple. And before too long, the motivation and the inspiration and the passion all starts to dwindle away, and instead we get stuck in fear and we get stuck in procrastination and overwhelm, and we get stuck into buying into other people's marketing BS as well. So we can go from like wild enthusiasm to wildly being scary. And what I want to share in today's live stream is to really give you the three, make sure I'm holding up three kind of really amazing tips that will actually get you moving forward. And these are the three things that I really want to encourage you to do consistently in your business. And this is, very simple. You don't have to become a marketing guru or a Facebook ads expert or anything like this. These are three tips that you can use in your business every single day. So hi Annabelle, hi Patty, lovely to see you here. Come and share your story about how you or why you created your business. When you ask an entrepreneur the reasons why they started their business, you always get a story. And I was reminded only last week of the reason why I started on this journey, and that was the anniversary of my life-changing experience, which was the anniversary was the 15th of May, which was last week, and that was the day that I returned back to maternity leave 11 years ago after having my first child. And that was also the day that I stepped into the office to find out that my very dear friend and colleague Tracy had died very unexpectedly. And she and I had started working with this organisation on the very same day. And when you just get that kind of immediate connection with somebody, and we had that, and we were quite like chalk and cheese in lots of ways, but it worked so well. And I worked with this woman for 5 years, and she was absolutely awesome. And she had an unsuspected heart problem, and unfortunately she passed away. But that was the point when I was like, oh my God, if Tracy was here and knew that her life was going to be so short, she would be kicking me up the bottom to make sure that I was doing something that was worthwhile and exciting and brave and courageous. And that's exactly what I decided to do. I decided to look within me and, decide what it was that I truly wanted to do. And I knew it wasn't to stay in my career. So hi, Carol, lovely to see you here. And long story short, I decided to retrain in NLP and life coaching, set up my business, thought that all I needed to do was have a beautiful website, which a friend built for me, which led to no end of problems when I needed updates. And then I sat there with my fingers crossed for a long time, thinking that the money was just going to pour in, the clients were going to pour in, and obviously that's not what happened at all. And I started this very long journey to understand what you truly need to do to become wildly successful. And there was many times in the road along the journey that I would have liked to have stopped because it was very painful. There's no two ways about it. But I always had in mind what I wanted to create. And I am quite stubborn and I am quite tenacious, very tenacious. And I think those things coupled with that kind of absolute drive that I was going to make this a goer that actually kept me on this journey. And somebody who's coached me before, she has this thing where she truly believes that your business chooses you. So has anybody else had that experience where you've been running your business and actually you've decided that perhaps it's not working out or you want to do something else and you've tried to shake off your business and you can't quite shake it off. It keeps kind of chasing you, maybe in your dreams or your thoughts, and in the end you end up just pursuing it anyhow. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Carol. I just knew that she would be absolutely furious with me, knowing that her life was going to be very short if I then stayed and took the safe path and stayed in a job where I was very unhappy. So yeah, I know that there's certain points, lots of points in my journey that she would have been very proud of me. Deep breath. I miss her still, definitely. Just have a moment. So, moving on. But yeah, the emotions are good. So, we all want to be wildly successful. That's why we have our businesses. Now, what that means for every single one of us looks very different, which I think is really exciting. And wildly successful might mean for some people they want to be famous. Maybe they have the desire to be on the TV or published in magazines, but kind of really highly acknowledged and seen as an expert in their field. For other people, wildly successful means that they want to be very wealthy, and for other people it means something completely different. So if you've got your own interpretation of what wildly successful means and feels like for you, I'd love for you to come and share that. For me, wildly successful means that I am not worrying about my business, that I can go to bed at night, go to sleep, have a good night's sleep, that I'm not waking up with wild insomnia, worrying and stressing about what this was going to be like, where my clients were coming from, where the money was coming from, and how the hell I was going to pay my bills. So kind of wildly successful, my definition is definitely about being stable, sorted, is to have something a business that's really exciting, that I love to do, that's that's versatile, that there's lots of opportunities. Wildly successful means about predominantly helping and supporting women. I remember what it feels like to want to be wildly successful but not have any clue about how to achieve it, even though I was investing in my business. Oh my God, I can't imagine just how much I have invested in my business. And certainly in the early days, I chased all of those shiny objects where they promised you the earth and delivered you nothing. But you know what? We can always take inspiration and learning from all of those things. Hi, Kelly. Lovely to see you here. So wildly successful means lots of different things for lots of different people. And one of my key things is definitely about empowering, motivating and helping and supporting women to not just have a good business, but to have a thriving business. And one of my other definitions of wildly successful is, yeah, to generate money, most definitely. I'm not going to be afraid of saying that. We all want some more money, don't we? We all have big dreams and ambitions and things that require money. But the third aspect is to have freedom. So I have school-age children, and I absolutely love the freedom that this business gives me, that I can work around them, and I'm not having to fret about not being there for them, or not having the energy for them, or not having the time for them. So that is, you know, a definition of being successful as well. But as I said, you know, we start our businesses with enthusiasm and drive and all of that excitement, and then we come online and it's like, oh my God, how do we actually make this work? How do we actually get seen and heard? And we start downloading people's freebies, and we start watching webinars and lives like you are today. And we start to get little glimpses of how to do it. So today what I wanted to share with you is the 3 things that I really would like to invite you to bring into your life and therefore your business every single day. So yes, Kelly, I love that. She says she wants to be filthy, stinking rich. I love that. And she says, show me the money. We all know the line from that movie, don't we? Show me the money. And I think this is absolutely true, Kelly. I think women are very polite about money, and they're very shy in saying, show me the money. Like if we were, and this is like, it's a generalization, but also it's about understanding where this comes from, because it's a generation thing as well. So if we, and some of us have to, you know, we are the main breadwinners in our business, in our lives, but, you know, men are conditioned from generations and generations that actually saying, show me the money is okay. And for women, it's something that we're having to get used to saying. We've got to get used to saying that. And we can get comfortable with saying that we want the money, show me the money, and we can get comfortable with actually going and making the money. But the way that we do it is that we do it through a business that we absolutely love, with clients who we love, and everything that is in alignment with us. You know, I know that Kelly is not going to go and work with people that she has no affinity with, because she wouldn't do her best work. She's actually going to go and work with people who she absolutely loves. So going back to the 3 key actions, I'm going to call them, that I really want to invite you in to bring into your business and therefore your life every single day is, number 1, right, let's have a guess. You all know me who's on here live. Number 1, I'm going to share it, but you'll know what. So yeah, that's a good question actually. We'll come back to that, Kelly. So number 1 is in terms of how to become wildly successful in your business, it starts with you. Like if you are feeling really scared, if you are feeling really worried, if you are wrapped up in the how am I going to make this work, who's going to come and work with me, or even to the point where you've got to the kind of mindset of thinking, well, I can't do this, I'm rubbish, I'm not smart enough, I'm not young enough, I'm not something, that is exactly what you're going to, you know, you're going to get stuck into that groove. So it starts with you. And what do I mean by that? I mean quite a lot by it. There's the kind of first level where you consciously decide to work on your mindset every day. And I do not have very many rules in my business or for my clients, but mindset is absolutely like, you know, when people have got a wobble, if they're having a challenge, you can guarantee you can go back to their mindset. And it's like, go and work on yourself every single day. However that looks for you. It's very different for everybody else. But it's not just about like writing in your journal and being the good girl and going, look, Rachel, I'm writing in my journal. It's about really embodying that persona of you having the business, having the life that you want. So over in my free group, Live Your Abundant Life, we're doing this like daily challenge where we're talking about what's normal for us. And within that challenge, it's not just saying about what's normal for you on a day-to-day basis as it is. It's about saying what is going to be normal for you in the future. So for Kelly, one of her normals is going to be that she's filthy rich, which is amazing. So, you know, if that's what's in alignment with you, that's what you embody. You embody somebody who's got a wildly successful business. So how do you do that? The way that you do that is it starts with yourself, and then it starts with your actions. So if you want to have a wildly successful business, you embody the thoughts and the actions of somebody, of you, as a version of you where you already have that success in your business. So let me know if that's resonating, if that is falling into place with you. So I hate the phrase like fake it till you make it. I think it's much more helpful to be thinking about every day on a daily basis, you know, well, what would that future version of yourself who has a wildly successful business, what will that future version of yourself be taking forward as an action today? And that's how you do it. So that's number one. It's you. Embody yourself as a wildly successful business owner every single day. And the days that you're not feeling like that, and we all have them, I really suggest that you just spend the day working on yourself. Do whatever you need to do. Have a nap, put on some crazy music and have a dance around, work on your mindset, do some visualization work, go and exercise, walk the dog, whatever you need to do. Yeah, so Carol says that's resonate. So there you are, you're embodying this future version of yourself, of a woman who has a wildly successful business. So the second element that I want to invite you to bring into your business every single day that you're working, and you know, there's argument to be saying when you're not working as well, we can talk about that, is your visibility. Yeah, so your visibility is really key. So once your energy is high and you're feeling like, wow, I can take on the world, that's when you want to be visible to your audience. And that's a great time to write content. That's a great time to pick up the phone and speak to somebody. That's a great time to have sales calls. That's a great time to do a live. That's a great time to run a webinar or run your challenge. So visibility is kind of like, there's two elements to it. There's the visibility on the front of like attracting your tribe, and then there's the visibility of nurturing your tribe. And a big no-no for me personally is being one of these people that only appears when you've got a launch going on. I mean, honestly, we can all see you. We can all understand that the only reasons why you're connecting with us is because you have a launch going on. And if you know it, your audience will feel it as well. So be one of these people who has their soulmate client at the very heart of everything that they do, and come from a place of service. And service can also be selling. So, you know, don't cut any shapes of that. So come from a place of service to your clients every day that you decide to be visible. Now, you don't need to physically be visible in your business every day, do you? You can use previous content, you can schedule stuff in. But I would say that visibility is one of your kind of daily actions. You know, think about how you can show up as that future version of yourself to your audience. And you do that however you want. You know, you might want to write an email to your email list. You might want to invite people to jump on a quick call with you. You might want to poll your group. You might want to go and comment in somebody else's group, but show up, you know, be present. But that doesn't give you an invitation to hang out on Facebook for the whole day. Like, use it as the marketing tool it is. Okay, so let's have a look, see what Kelly said. Carol's acting as a future version of herself. Well done. Kelly's taken 2 days out, stepped back into her business, but even in those 2 days, she still did a live every day. So that's great, isn't it? And you emailed your list. Yeah, Kelly says, pet hate too when people show up, do a launch, and then bugger off again. Somebody recently came to work with me as a one-to-one client because I'd written in my sales page, and I don't just write it and not deliver it, but I'd written in my sales page that I wouldn't sell this thing to them and then bugger off, because I absolutely hate that, where you've invested like not just the money, but you've invested like your dreams into somebody's solution that they're selling to you, and then it's like you never see them ever again, and it's like, hang on a minute, I've just invested in you, where have you gone? So that's something you'll never see me do. Yeah, Kelly, I've totally unsubscribed from loads of people like that. And I think it happens when people have got big audiences as well. I like to feel like be seen as an individual and treated as an individual as well. But that's personal choice, isn't it? So we've got energy, we've got visibility, and the third one is, like, if you want to become wildly successful in your business, what do you think you need to be doing on a regular basis? What do you see me doing on a regular basis? What do you see Kelly doing on a regular basis? And what is the hardest thing for so many women to do? And it's related to money. And we can pick up Kelly's question at this point as well. Selling. If you truly want to become wildly successful in your business, the third, like, daily, weekly, fortnightly activity is selling. Sell, 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 sell. Reframe it if it hurts to serve, 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 serve. But selling. Honestly, I used to sit here in my glorious office and do all the things and not frigging sell. Honestly, I was like a gift to my audience, because I was just like creating content, da 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 da. But you need to sell. How you sell is the bit that you get to define. And there's lots of ways to sell. In fact, I'm supposed to be on a 2 p.m. challenge with my 5K members talking about this very thing. But it's about making a decision that you are going to sell. You're going to be proactive with selling. And you can do it in all sorts of different ways. And please don't get stuck on the selling. Selling is like this big. But you need to define a way that makes it feel really awesome for you to sell. Personally, I'm really happy selling one-to-one. I'm really happy selling to a live audience. I'm really happy selling via a live stream. I'm really happy selling via email, via webinars, challenges. Really happy to do all of those things. It's come through time and practice, hasn't it? I didn't just wake up one day and was like, oh, I can do all these things. It comes through like trusting. Patty, that is a great question. How do you get comfortable with selling? Right, number one, it starts with your mindset. And it's flicking the switch. It's making that decision that you are all in to your business. Now, I am not meaning that you have to work like a dog in your business. I've got the Freedom Program that's available at the moment, and this is for women who are serious about generating profit in the business, but actually they're also serious about generating freedom in the business. My key word for 2018 is leverage. So becoming comfortable with selling is being all in, like accepting that selling is part of what you need to do. And then, if you hate selling, Patty, it's like, it's just deciding what would be the most aligned thing for you to do to sell. Now, I mentioned a couple of things that I do to sell. So let's see what resonates for all of you and share what resonates. So you can sell on a live stream like this, where you're providing some content. And at the end of it, you say, I've got this amazing opportunity for you, blah, blah, blah. And you get into, you do your sales thing. So does that resonate? Does it feel nice to do a live stream and include a sales pitch in that? It could be. You might want to think about selling via a challenge where you're creating brilliant content and engagement So you're nurturing your relationship and being top of mind for people and really demonstrating what it'd be like to work with you. And then at the end of it, to sell. So think about all the different ways that you can actually sell, and think about the things that you kind of go, oh, actually I quite like that, or I've tried that in the past and it worked and I've forgotten about it and it felt really natural for me to do that. So it's about becoming playful. I will never give you a script and say, if you were working with me, say like, this is how you do something. It's about you finding your own way. And it's also to let you know that most people feel apprehensive at some level before they start to sell. I suppose the only time I don't feel apprehension is if I'm on a one-to-one call with somebody and I can see that there's rapport and there's a real kind of connection. I have no problem or hesitation in then tipping into the sales bit if it feels like the right thing to do. But I still have like those moments where I think, oh, and it's like going, it's going to be okay. And it's I shared this in Live Your Abundant Life in a live that I did on Monday, where I shared that when you go out there with an offer, it's detaching yourself from the outcome. It's like believing that the people who need to hear and see and come and work with you will do that. And those other people can choose not to. But it's like detaching yourself from the outcome, because at the heart of this, you're just serving your clients at a deeper level. Yeah, so Patty, if you're not quite ready to practice selling on a live stream, think about other ways that you can sell so that you become happier, comfortable, more confident with selling. So any questions? Let me know. Any kind of ahas that you're having? Yeah, but oh my God, Patty, I can't tell you. I can only like launch, sell and deliver things that I am wildly excited about. I've pulled launches before when I thought, do you know what, this just doesn't resonate with me anymore. And that's why I struggle with having a signature program, because the thought of going out and like reselling it does not light me up. For some people it does. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying for me personally that doesn't work, because I'm just thinking, oh, I've got to sell that again. I like to create new things. And it's quite hard for my audience then, because they're like, oh, I'm not ready for that now, but I'd like it in a few months' time. And I'm like, can't guarantee that it'll be around in a few months' time. Yeah. So believing in what you're doing, yeah, definitely. So let's just go back to that thing that Kelly asked. She asked right at the beginning why the whole man thing, like where men might be able to sell more comfortably than women in business, and it comes down to belief, doesn't it? All of this comes down to your belief. If you truly believe in yourself, in your business, and in your offers, you will find all of these things really easy to do. So it goes back to that number one tip that I spoke to you about, isn't it? It's about like really building up your self-belief every single day in you and your business and your dreams, and giving yourself permission to be wide open to receiving that. So you get that grounded, you get that kind of rooted down into you, and everything is easier, because you can then think, well, what action am I going to take today as a future version of myself? Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out there, do a live, I'm going to share some great content, and then I'm going to sell. Right, my lovely people, that has been fabulous. I have to jump off and do another live stream for the 5K Club for their implementation challenge, which is very exciting. We're talking about selling. And anybody who's watching this back, who's got questions that you'd like to answer or anything you'd like to participate in, please do. I do see your comments and comment back on them. And just to reiterate, those three things that I believe that when you bring these into your business and therefore your life every single working day, that you will soon, very soon, have a wildly successful business. Number one is your mindset and your energy. Number two is your visibility, and that's both in nurturing and creating new relationships. And the third one is selling. There's obviously a lot of other things in between, but those kind of three things are major challenges, but equally these are also the key things that once you've nailed them and you keep repeating them and refining them and getting a little bit more comfortable and so on, you will absolutely nail your business growth. Right, lovely people, be gone, and I will see you all really soon. Thanks ever so much for being here today. Bye for now.